Alright, hello everyone. Welcome ke Grimrist listing game JRPG yang dia pernah mainin dan yang belum dia pernah mainin. Just wanna say, belum pernah gue sebelumnya bikin tier list, tapi karena mikir kayak, I play a lot of JRPG games, I should probably make a tier list. Kayak kenapa enggak, right? Dan akan ngasih gue perspektif juga game apa yang belum gue pernah mainin, apa yang udah pernah, dan well, some other stuff juga. But yeah, it's literally just me, kayak cuman just me throwing my opinions out there, you know, just like, fuck it. Here's my 2 cents on this. And yeah. Jadi, I mean, ini ada banyak game banget sih sebenarnya di sini, dan turns out I've played a lot. Kayak, I mean, enggak sih, sebenarnya ini yang ada di sini enggak semuanya belum pernah gue mainin, tapi ini kayak list banyak game JRPG. Kayaknya ini specifically JRPG, bukan ya ini specifically JRPG karena di bawahnya nih. Yeah, that's a lot. Oke. Karena ini cuma opini gue doang, dia mungkin ada beberapa yang kalian gak akan setuju dan yang karena fuck it man, that's my fucking opinion, fuck you guys, it's about me, it's all about me. Tapi kalau emang ada game yang lu suka dan lu mainin, kayak do tell, kayak ngasih tau aja, kayak bisa di komen di bawah, atau kayak why menurut lu itu bagus. I mean, mungkin di bawah kayak beberapa game gen yang kayak udah mulai baru gue nggak mainin karena gue nggak punya konsol ya, kayak gue nggak ada akses gitu, because I'm poor, I ain't got no money man. But yeah, kayak ini diurutas juga secara alfabet. Soalnya mulai dari Arnold, habis itu ada Breath of Fire di sini, ada Chrono Trigger, jadi berarti ABC kayaknya ini. Dan tier listnya ada God tier, top tier, high tier, mid tier, low tier, shit tier. Haven't played. Ini nggak gue rubah dari tadi, mungkin mestinya gue rubah dulu. Mungkin kayak gue gak suka kayak bilangannya kayak gitu, kayak gue mungkin mau ngerubah jadi change it, ya S. Nah, fuck it. What the fuck? S. There we go. There we go. S tier, yeah. And okay, the S tier. Wait, bentar. Itu A tier. Itu B tier. Kayaknya nggak butuh kebanyakan juga, kayak beda-beda tier. Kayak cuman kayak A, B, C, D sampai F. Kayak mungkin sampai F ya. 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, 6. Ini sebanyakan ya. S, A, oh ini ada S, gue lupa. S, A, B, C, D. D tier. Ya, gue nggak, kayak selama ini gue mainin kayak nggak ada kayak RPG yang kayak jelek banget sampai masuk F tier. Kayak A, S, A, B, A, fuck, S, A, B, C, D, kayak 5 aja. S, A, B, kayak kalau udah C itu kayak, udah meh banget gitu. C tier. Itu low tier. D tier, oke. And abis itu ini bisa gue delete row. So haven't played. There we go. Oke, ini this is good. Ini kayak gue lebih mending kayak gini karena ini gue bisa kayak ini apa namanya? Kayak misalnya udah nyampe C atau D, gue nggak tahu kayak itu kayak di Borderlands gue mainin tapi kayak gue enjoy gitu ya kan. Karena kadang intelligent juga kan sampai kayak gak nyampe, kayak nggak bisa ngeproses game. Well anyway. Dengan itu gimana kalau kita mulai aja. Pertama ada Artonaliko yang pertama, Melody of Lemia. Ini bisa gue masukin ke A tier. Gue enjoy main game ini karena bukan cuma game-nya doang. OST-nya, the OST is fucking amazing. It's literally a game about fucking... The world revolves around music and hymnos and whatnot. And it's amazing. It's a generic fucking RPG where a hero sets out on a journey, antagonist, and you get the main heroine, which you can choose. And I enjoy that type of shit, okay? I enjoy the generic shit just because, and literally the OST kind of like fucking lift up the game from B tier to A tier for me. And then we have Artonaliko 2, Melody of Metafalls. I'm gonna put this in like above the first one. It's not S tier, but it's definitely above the first one. And then Artonaliko, like about this one, Melody of Metafalls. They improve on a lot of things, and they change up the combat as well, because the first one combat is generally more traditional turn-based combat, while the second one has some like more active combat, right? If you ever played it, it's hard for me to explain it. Like, it takes a more of an active combat type of deal versus the first one, which more of a classical turn-based, which for me is like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed much more than the first one, just because like you feel like you're more engaged in it as well, and they improve upon the concept of Raventail. Raventail is being the songstress of the game, right? And then we get to the third game, which they changed the battle system again. This time it's more like fucking Tales of like combat, you know? I don't really enjoy it too much. I can actually put it here in C tier. The Hymnos is not my favorite as well. I complete the game. I think the story wraps up most of the loose ends, but it was kind of a slog for me to do, you know. It kind of sucked a bit, and combat wasn't that enjoyable to me at least. But yeah, I think it's going to C tier. It's not D tier. D tier is like, yeah, it's like really bad. This is like B tier. I would kind of ironically enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. I think C tier is ironically enjoyed. B tier is like I enjoy it, and then A tier is like I enjoy it like fully. S tier is like I enjoyed it like fully and thoroughly enjoyed it. This is, I don't know what the fuck this is. Bravely Second. Okay, so there's Bravely Default and Bravely Second. Both I haven't played. Okay, and then we got the first Breath of Fire. The first Breath of Fire I played. I didn't finish it, but I enjoyed it for what it is. I'm putting it in B tier. It was the first one they made for. I played one on the one in the SNES and the one in the GBA. I prefer the SNES one. But again, it's a classical, a really classic JRPG. It lays the foundation for the second one, which the second one is I put up in A tier. I like it more than the first one because they improve upon it as well. And then when the third one comes rolling in, I'm gonna put this up here. I think I'm changing here to like upper B tier, and the third one is an A tier. The fourth one is actually, because the third one, I don't know, the third one has much more resonate to me when I played it, but I haven't completed it, which to my shame I haven't, but I've played it twice and didn't complete it as well, which kind of fucked up, you know. And then moving on to Breath of Fire 4, I think it's below 3 in my opinion. It's not that it's a bad game, but I just find it like I prefer 3 more than I prefer 4, but it's still an A tier. It's pretty good. Yes, I've played this only once just because my uncle actually got it for himself, and I tried to play it and it was like, what the fuck is this game? Like, is this really Breath of Fire? Because at that point I already played 1, 2, 3, 4. When I played this one kind of sucked. Like, I played it once and then like, oh man, this is really not my style. And turns out a lot of people said that yeah, this one kind of sucked as well. So yeah, let's go on a D tier. And fuck, I can't even see what that one is. Shit. Okay, wait. I know how to do this. There we go. Oh, is that messed up the thing? I don't think so. It's in Japanese though. I can't really fucking read what it is. Alright, I'll put it in Heaven Plate because I don't know what that is. Alright, so next up. Weh, Ahmad Rafidin Kusuma. Hello juga cuy. How are you? Thank you so much for that. Selalu datang dan komen pas gue nge-stream cuy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing great, man. Okay, lanjut. Next up is Chrono Trigger. This I played and almost finished, but I didn't because when I played it back in 20, I'm not because I played this one a lot, but like when I was in 2018, I played it. Then my computer memories got wrecked, you know, and I had to format it, and I lost my progress. I was quite far. I was already halfway through. And then I was like, fuck this, man. I gotta review this shit. Maybe probably one day when I'm gonna do a playthrough of it, I'm gonna do it. And you know, one of these days I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to finish it. It's one of the greats. This series, this game right here, Chrono Trigger, is made by like great fucking people. It's like made by, is it? God damn it. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna like Google it, motherfucker. Who's the let's see, Chrono Trigger make. It was by Squaresoft at the time. Yeah, Hironobu Sakaguchi, fucking like all the fucking greats. Okay, fucking where's it? Where's the dream it's the literal dream team. There's Hironobu Sakaguchi, creator of Final Fantasy, right? And then Yuji Horii, creator of Enix Dragon's Quest, and Akira Toriyama, who's do the artwork for the character design for Dragon Quest as well, and for this and Dragon Ball and whatnot, right? And Masato Kato, who wrote most of the story, amazing, right? And the composer is Yasunori Mitsuda. Like it's literally the dream team to make this game right here. Chrono Trigger. I'm putting that up to S tier just because it's fucking amazing, right? There's so much ending you can get. That's like what the SNES could, like even today's time. This is still an amazing game. Like how long has it been since this game made? This game was made in 1995. How many years is that? 5 and then plus 23, so that's 28 years. This game is 28 years old and it's still fucking amazing, all right? And then we've got this kind of like a spiritual successor. I mean, it is a sequel, but like really loose on the sequel. It takes place in the same world with different timelines. I have not played Chrono Cross. I'm ashamed to say I have not played Chrono Cross, but if I were to play this from the stuff that I see, stuff that I know about Chrono Cross, I would put it up to A tier. All right, it is an experience as well, and I find it amazing, and I can't wait to play Chrono Cross. But to play Chrono Cross, I'm gonna have to finish Chrono Trigger first, which is gonna take a while. It really is gonna take a while. And next up, we have the first Dark Cloud, or it is Dark Cloud. The second one, I forgot what it was called. It was Dark Cloud 2, but it goes by another name. Let me look it up. Dark Cloud 2. It was called by another name. Dark Chronicle, that's it. The first one is Dark Cloud. The second one has two names. It's Dark Cloud 2 or Dark Chronicle. I played the first and the second one, and I do enjoy the second one more, but I don't see the second one here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yep, it's not here. The second one is like I find it much more enjoyable. The first one is an okay game, but you can really tell that it's an early PS2 game. You can really you can tell, But the second one they polished it up, and have more voice acting in it. It has English voice acting, but I use when I played it on the PS2, it was English voice acting. But when I got into emulator, there's the Japanese voice acting version with the English subtitle and whatnot. And I played that last time around, and it also happens to when I played it, it was when before my memory got broken. So yeah, the first one I would put in B tier. Like I enjoy it for what it is. And this Gaia, the first one, this Gaia is actually pretty. My memory was like really fucking heavy grinding, but that's all kind of the same for all Nippon Ichi games, to my knowledge. Like Phantom Brave, this Gaia, Soul Nomad. What else is there from Nippon Ichi games? It's kind of like along those lines, They really are a number games. Like the more like you can level up your characters up to like 99999 something, have like a really amazing stats, and you can just steamroll everything. Like there's a trick to it to fucking grind these games. I played the first one, and I would put the first one in B tier. Like I enjoy it, but then once I got into the grind of it, I started to become like fucking tired, burned out almost, and then I dropped it and I haven't finished it. I only made it not even halfway through the story, and I kind of gave up on it. Yeah. And one of these days I'm gonna have to pick it up. I'm probably gonna play the PSP one. It's the PSP version is it's like is it a port or a remake? Wait, let me just check this guy for that one. This guy, Hour of Darkness. PSP. Afternoon of Darkness. Okay, it's a different. Afternoon of Darkness is a remake of the. Oh, it is a remake. Okay, got it. It's a remake, so it's not a remaster. It's a remake. Got it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play that one. Phantom Brave, I didn't play it. This Guy 2, I didn't play it because. Funny story. I saw the disc of it in a store one day. And it was between this or was it Manakemia, if I remember correctly. It was like a long time ago. It was like 2008, 2009. It's one of the it's like fucking long. It's before 2010. I had to because my dad said you can get one game. I really want to get 3, but I can only get 1. So it was between this or Manakemia, and I picked Manakemia, and well. I didn't get to play it. One day maybe, since it is a PS2 game, I might be able to play it. This Guy 3, my little brother played this. I didn't, because it was on the PS Vita. I didn't get a chance to play it because I didn't have a PS Vita. And he's much more of this guy fan than I was, or I am right now, so I put that there. The fourth one, I didn't even play it. I didn't play this as well. The fifth one, I didn't even play. I didn't play nothing, man, god damn it. Most of this guy I didn't play, I only played the first one. Which Dragon Quest is this? Dragon Quest 5. Dragon Quest 5, that doesn't look, no, that's 10. That's Dragon Quest 10. I didn't play Dragon Quest 10. I had, it's not Dragon Quest 10. Dragon Quest 10, right? Dragon Quest 10 is in the Switch, PlayStation 4. I don't have access to new gen console, so all things like this, like PS4, I didn't get access to, so I'm gonna put it in the haven't played section. Dragon Quest 2. Is that Dragon Quest 2? No, that's the first one. That's the first Dragon Quest. Look at it. The guy has a horn helmet. I actually played the first Dragon Quest using a SNES emulator, and it's a C tier. It's the first Dragon Quest, so there's a lot of stuff that they haven't really ironed out, you know. And then when the second game rolled around, I tried that as well. I thought they didn't do much better than the first one, you know. The second one I actually like less than the first one. I prefer the first one over the second one. But when the third one rolled around, I actually played it. I actually enjoyed this more. There you go. I put it there. It's actually a B tier on the, like, even I enjoy this more than Dark Cloud, because the third Dragon Quest is the one that cements the idea of the iconic hero, you know, the iconic Yusha. The one with the circlet on the head, the cape, the looks of it. It's the literal quintessential hero, you know. The third Dragon Quest did that. And then 4 I didn't play, 5 I didn't play, 6 as well. 7 I did play because it was on the PS1 and my brother had it. I tried to play it, but I was a dumbass kid back then. It was 2002, or was it 2001? I was a dumbass kid. I couldn't read, I didn't understand English. So I thought it was a fucking stupid game. Like, what the fuck? Where's the action? Because it was, I don't have an attention span back when I was a kid. So, but that means technically that means I haven't played it because I can't grasp what I was playing, you know. So I didn't have a good memory of it as well. So I'm gonna put this. I haven't played. 8 didn't play it. 9 I didn't play it as well. Okay, what is this? I can't even see what the fuck that is. Can you see that? Shit, I can't. Oh, Dragon Crown. Okay, Dragon Crown. Okay, got it. Dragon Crown. Dragon Crown, for Dragon Crown, it was made by, I think it's Vanilla Soft? Vanillaware. It's Vanilla something. What's it? Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown. It was made by Vanillaware. Yeah, there we go. Vanillaware. It's the same company that made like Odin Sphere, Grimoire, along those lines, right? And I didn't play Dragon's Crown because I didn't have access to it back when it was in PS3. Nobody had it. Like nobody had it in their hard drive, just because it's like most people only have like fucking like soccer games, which is bullshit, you know, action games. Almost nobody have like fucking JRPG games, you know, and it still kind of pisses me off. Like I was denied a lot of fucking good games, you know. I'm gonna do this. Like now I can actually see something. Dragon Guard. Okay, again, my uncle played this. I watched him play it. I didn't play it because I didn't get what the fuck the game was about. Dragon Guard. To my knowledge, this is like the pre. No. What's the word? Prequel? There we go. Prequel for the Nier series. The Nier series. Dragon Guard was the prequel to it. So Dragon Guard 1, 2, 3. They're like, Nier is one of the endings, one of the timeline from the ending of Dragon Guard, if I remember correctly. And then one timeline going to Dragon Guard 2 and 3, and then one timeline goes into Nier and Nier Automata, which is the Nier timeline and Dragon Guard timeline. But I didn't play it. Didn't play 2. And I certainly didn't play 3. I could play it, you know, because I just need to fucking download it and play it. But there's so much already in the fucking haven't played just because I don't have the fucking console. I was too stupid to understand. I didn't play Nier or Nier Automata. And what the fuck is this? I don't think I know that. That one is in Japanese. There's like 4 of it, man. I should be knowing this fucking titles, man. Let me just close that up again. Like, what the fuck is that? Etria Odyssey? Is that it? Let me just Google that. Etria Odyssey? Etria Odyssey? Etrian Odyssey, okay. It's in the Nintendo. Which Nintendo is it? Etrian Odyssey. Video. Oh, it's a dungeon crawler, okay. Published by Atlas, made by Sega. Oh, it's in the DS. No wonder, because I didn't own a DS. That's why I never seen this title before. Yeah, man, I was literally cock-blocked by a bunch of, like, some people don't have the games, I don't have the console, don't have the means to get the console. So I gotta put this in tons of the haven't played series. Etrian Odyssey. It's a dungeon crawler. Dungeon crawler is like, that means mostly fucking, you know, like first person you go. It's like the first Persona game. That's a dungeon crawler. What the hell is this? That looks really fucking old. I can't even read it. The titles are really small. Okay, I haven't played this. I didn't even know. I don't, you know. Berwick Saga? What the hell is a Berwick Saga? Let me see that. Man, I'm seeing a lot of games that I haven't fucking played. Tearing Saga, Berwick Saga. Oh, it's Tearing Saga? Tearing Saga. Okay. Tearing. Oh, it plays kind of like Fire Emblem. Okay. It is. It's literally just Fire Emblem. What the fuck? Tearing Saga, Berwick Saga. It's Fire Emblem. It's just different Fire Emblem. Okay, but I haven't played it though. I only played Fire Emblem. And not even all the Fire Emblem. I only played 3 Fire Emblems, which now we're going to the Fire Emblem. Awakening, I didn't play it. Fates, I didn't play it. Echoes, didn't play it. The first one, I did play it, but it's so fucking difficult, I quit. I literally quit the first fucking Fire Emblem because, oh my god, it is hard. Sometimes the enemy is not even that forgiving. You get fucked up real fast if you make a fucking mistake. Mistakes is really punished, you know, and I'm put the first one up in C tier, which is like, with enough will, you can actually get through it, right? And with enough will, you can actually get through it, but it is fucking hard. I think this is Trachea? Fire Emblem Trachea 557, was it? Fire Emblem Trachea 776, there we go. I was like, I know it was like some kind of number, but I didn't know which number it is. This I played. This is like one of the most complex thing that came out of the Super Famicom of Fire Emblem. I'm gonna put Fire Emblem above Dragon Warrior because I kind of like I feel like smarter when I played it. And I'll put Trachea 776 here up above the first Fire Emblem just because they have sorted out most of the bullshit that the first game, because Trachea is like the fifth, or I think it was the fifth game in the order. It's like the fifth game of Fire Emblem, so they really have fixed a lot. The Binding Blade, I played this. This is the first Fire Emblem for the GBA, which there's no US version. I played a fan translation version of this one, and this one is actually pretty good. But the main character, Roy, he's not a very good character. He's not a very good main character. His stats growth is kind of stunted a bit. Like most of the other units have it better than he does, but there is a ROM hack, I mean, and a translation as well, where they buff up Roy, so it makes it much more. OST apa ini, cuy? Oh, ini OST-nya Tales of the Abyss. Ini pas lagi di world map-nya kalau nggak salah, di overworld-nya. Mungkin lo pernah main, cuy, Tales of the Abyss itu game PS2. Ntar mungkin ada juga di sini. Anyway, this first game here, Fire Emblem 6. The original one kind of sucked, but if you play the ROM hack one where they buff up Roy, it's actually pretty enjoyable. I put it above. No, I'll put it in B tier and above. There we go. It's high B tier. There we go. Can you? There we go. Okay, I'll put it above. And then we got Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade. This is the first Fire Emblem that I've played back when I still have a GBA, a GBA SP, the one that flips up open, you know, like a fucking phone, which is awesome. And I thought that's when this was the first time that I realized that, oh shit, there's actually permadeath in the game. Like, where's my character? I thought I want to win, then it just revived. No, they died. And then since I was too stupid back then, I gave up on it. Then I picked it up when I was in high school, and I finished it. It was awesome. I love it, and I'm gonna put this up in A tier, above Breath of Fire 3, and then Fire Emblem 8, because after I finished Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade, the Sacred Stones here, I enjoyed more. Some people say that this game is too easy, but I find it really suits me, because I can actually, because usually in Fire Emblem you can't grind. That's just the way it is. In Fire Emblem, you're not able to grind. You're supposed to pick like which unit that you like, and you invest EXP on them. Well, I mean, technically you can grind. You can go to Colosseum and grind up, you know, inside the map. But in Sacred Stones, they have an overworld where you can actually move around. And there's this tower where you can grind. And you know, some people feel like, oh, it's not a real Fire Emblem. It's more like Fire Emblem Gaiden, which is Fire Emblem 2. But I personally enjoy the Fire Emblem the Six Stones more than the previous Fire Emblem that I played, more than Blazing Blade or Binding Blade. Even though like Blazing Blade is the prequel to Blazing Blade is a prequel to Binding Blade, so the story actually continues, but they make Binding Blade first before Blazing Blade, so they kind of like retroactively insert some stuff in there as well. But I think they tied up nicely. And then we have Fire Emblem. Oh god, I can't fucking read it. So fuck it. There we go. Path of Radiance, right? This is the first Fire Emblem in the GameCube, because a lot of people don't get a chance to play this because not a lot of people have a GameCube. But you can actually play it now using emulator. It is a pretty fucking awesome game, I'm telling you that, because they improve a lot on what the GBA game does. They add some stuff in there. The story is great. The character design is great as well. I'm gonna play it one of these days after I'm planning to play Fire Emblem. The way I'm gonna play Fire Emblem is 7, 6, and then 8, which is Blazing Blade, Binding Blade, Sacred Stones. Then I'm gonna play Path of Radiance whenever I get to it. But for now, I'm gonna have to place it, and haven't played Radiant Dawn. I think this is a continuation of Path of Radiance, because I think they pick up several years after Path of Radiance. I'm just gonna put it here because I have the Wii. I just don't have access to the game because, again, not a lot of people actually like get the game into fucking here, you know, so I can't get it. Not a lot of people have the Wii as well. Most people who have the Wii have games like fucking Wii Sport, you know, just the normal shit. Shadow Dragon is actually a remake of the first game, which is on the Super Famicom, and it's in the 3DS or is it NDS? Didn't get access to it. I don't know, or is it this one? It's one of these that was the remake. I can't figure out which one, but they're the remake of the first and the third Fire Emblem, if I remember correctly. And you know, they take not the original. They take what has been done, like in the latest Fire Emblem at the time, and then implement it into the first and third Fire Emblem, which is awesome. I wish I can play it, but you know, shit sucks. You know, I can't play it. You know. Ooh, we're getting to Final Fantasy territory. I'm gonna line this up first from like the first Final Fantasy. Where is it? I think this is the first. That was like first, yeah. Okay. Second Final Fantasy, if I remember. No, I think this is the first. Yeah, that's the first right there. Yeah. Look at that. God damn it, fucking just get the fuck out of the way. Okay. No, that's the second. Okay, then what the fuck is this one? Oh, this is fourth. Okay, because there's Kane there. Kane the Dragoon is there. Okay, that's the fourth. The third one is. There we go. The one with the Onion Knight. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what was Bart's and Boko, and then 6. Put it here. Ta-da! With Terra there, and then 7. Yeah, there's the iconic fucking like the most famous JRPG ever is Final Fantasy 7, right? Overrated, whatever the fuck you want to say about that shit, you know. But 7. I mean, they did something right, you know, because it got the reputation that it does. 8, and then 9 is this one because I recognize the crystal. 10, 2, 11 is not here because 11 is an MMO, like 14 is. Okay, tactics. I'm gonna put tactics before Final Fantasy 7 because like this is like PS1 era and this is a PS2 era. 13, 14, 15. I didn't play 13 or 15, so let's go ahead. The first Final Fantasy, I played the remake in the GBA and I finished it and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I'm gonna put this up in A tier above Breath of Fire because I actually finished it. There you go. Final Fantasy 2 is bullshit. I hate this. It's one of my least favorite. This is my I think it's the least Final Fantasy that I like just because how they revamped the fucking leveling system. You literally like if you want to get HP, you gotta hit yourself. You want to be good at swords, you gotta use tons of like swords. You want to be good at magic, you gonna have to use magic, and the grinding is also very fucking painful. I hate it. I'm gonna put this down in D tier. There. Final Fantasy 3, actually, they revolutionized shit by actually expanding on the job system. The job system in Final Fantasy 3 is great. I played the one in the PSP, the remake of it, and I enjoyed, you know. But there's a fucking steep, what's it called? I'm gonna put it in the, put it here, just below the Fire Emblem, because the difficulty curve in this one, they kind of throw a curveball at you in one dungeon. I remember like I was doing okay, and then I entered this one dungeon to like fucking fight the enemy there, and I got like 2 of my guys got killed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like, holy shit. But yeah, it has a pretty steep learning curve and difficulty curve as well, but if you can get through it, it's a pretty good game. Final Fantasy 4. This is actually the first Final Fantasy I've ever played, if you believe it or not. The 4th one. Now I'm put this here up. Here, there we go. This one told the story of Cecil. Cecil is a Dark Knight. This is where Final Fantasy starts going heavy with the story element. I remember it because 1 is like, yeah, the world is in crisis, go save the world, heal Crystal, and kill the Dark Lord or whatnot. The second one, it has story, but it still kind of suck. It's like, yeah, the world is still plunged in darkness and whatnot. There's this emperor, he's killing everybody, go stop him. I totally can't remember anything about the story just because the game was kind of fucking shitty. The third one is kind of like the first one again. The world is shrouded in darkness, here's a crystal, you're the chosen one, go save the world. The 4th one is where all the fucking drama is because characters now have name. I mean the second one have name, but I'm not gonna talk about that shit. For me it's this, right? The 4th one. The 4th one has a really lot of like tense moment, drama, like all the suspense of it because you really get invested into the character of it. Like we see things from the point of view of Cecil, the main character, the Dark Knight. We see his journey transitioning from a Dark Knight, and spoiler alert here for a game that's how many years old now, more than 20 years old, into like a better person. He becomes a paladin. He changes from darkness to light. We see his struggle, like his friends struggle, like people die. Well, they die, kind of die, I guess, but you know, at the moment, like holy shit. They actually kill a main party member, like what the fuck? So it was like really groundbreaking when I played this, and well, I'm proud to say I did finish it. It was one hell of a journey, to say the least, you know? And then when 5 rolls around, I was like, man, this is awesome. It's like 4, but better in my head at the time because now I can choose what my guys. It's the mix of 4 and 3, right? Because the 3 has job system and 4 has the good story. And then they smash it together and they have Final Fantasy 5. Your characters can actually choose fucking jobs now, which is amazing. You can like, there's so much custom like the game allows you to customize your character however you fucking want. If you want to be a black mage, you can use white magic, you can. If you want to be a dragoon and use samurai techniques, you can. It's so open, you know, like, and people have found like a lot of like fucking strategy on Final Fantasy V to how to steamroll the game, like what jobs you need to do, what you need to do in this end. And the story is pretty amazing as well. Like the characters, you really get invested into it too when you play it. Again, it's above Final Fantasy IV in my opinion. I really enjoy Final Fantasy V. And when 6 come rolling on, now this right here, I'm gonna put it up in S tier, the second S tier in my personal opinion. When 6 comes around, oh boy, this is like the OSC of it, the gameplay. Like each character has. I mean, we lose the job customizable thing here, but this is like Final Fantasy when it's really fucking dark. It's bleak. People, I mean, lots of people died, but this is where you can really feel like the emotion of it. And there's like tons of great scene in here, like the battles is never like fuck, even though it is random battles, sometimes feel tedious, but it's never boring, you know, because it depends on the character what you use. Specific character has like specific skills. There's a guy who can literally suplex a train. It becomes a meme of it in Final Fantasy VI, you know. But what people usually grab about Final Fantasy VI is there's no true main character, you know, because everybody has their story in this world in Final Fantasy VI, you know, because like the main character is supposed to be Terra. Some people argue it's supposed to be Edgar because he has the most screen time in the game, even more than Terra, who is actually in the cover of the game. So yeah, they've been really like fucking like hammering it. Like with this, all the complaints they just got is like, who is the fucking main character in this game? Like, and then people just like, who cares, dude? The game's awesome. Just enjoy it. And it's like, yeah, that's true. Tactics. Oh, tactics, man. This one right here. I was too stupid when I played it first in PS1, right? Because again, my brother had it. I tried to play it, and I was like, wait, why am I dying so much? This is the first stage. Then I realized, oh, you actually need to think when playing this game, because it literally says it right here, Final Fantasy Tactics. The story is very, really heavy on the political side. It's really like heavy on the politics of it. There's a betrayal, like there's so much aspect in this one. This is like the precursor to Final Fantasy 12, even though Final Fantasy 12 is the prequel to Final Fantasy Tactics. But because Tactics is so like heavy into politics, like more, you need a more mature. I can't even say the fucking word. A more mature mind going into Final Fantasy Tactics, not just to play it, but to fucking appreciate it as well. I'm gonna put this here. There we go. It's an A tier. Final Fantasy VII. What can I say that has not been said about this game? The groundbreaking transition to PS1 Final Fantasy 3D pre-rendered background, amazing cast of characters, amazing story, amazing gameplay. It's just amazing, you know. This game right here is what defines the fucking Final Fantasy franchise. They've been milking this franchise for like fucking forever. Like tons of spin-off games, remakes, like what haven't been done to Final Fantasy VII by Square Enix, you know. And I played the fuck, I don't want to play it back. I played this, and I'm gonna put this up in S tier as well, but below Final Fantasy VI. I enjoy 6 more than I do 7. Some people might call that crazy, but that's just me, you know. And I still enjoy Chrono Trigger more than I do Final Fantasy 6 or 7. All right, so I'm putting this like in order. 7 is actually no. I'm gonna put 7. Actually, I'm gonna put 7 below Artanelico. If you fuck, why can't I? There we go. I'll put. That might seem crazy that I prefer Artanelico more than I do Final Fantasy VII, but now that I think of it, I have much more fun playing Artanelico than I do play Final Fantasy VII. But I do have much more fun playing Final Fantasy VI than I do Artanelico. Like, okay, this is better, yeah. 8. This is some people really controversial about this one. 8. Because of the junction system, I believe. The drawing and the junction in. Because there's gonna be a point in a game where you just literally stand there for like 20-30 minutes drawing magic from fucking enemies, you know? But but it's really abusable. The junctioning system, like if you know what you're doing, you can actually like do 999 damage in the first 2-3 hours of the game. Like, if you know what you're doing in Final Fantasy VIII, you're gonna steamroll through the fucking game, you know? Like, if you know where the GFs are, where the summons, and how to do it. And I'm gonna put this in B tier. There you go. I played it, but I enjoyed 7 more than I do 8 because I'm still a goober and I didn't know how to play it properly. It is what it is. And we get to Final Fantasy IX, the last Final Fantasy in the PS1 era. And I'm gonna put this up above 7. Right there. because it's a callback to when it's actually fantasy, because 6 is still fantasy, but it's kind of like technological, medieval kind of thing, and then 7 is just really steampunk. Well, not steampunk, it's more like advanced, what is it, live stream technology. It's still technology, you know, it's really like kind of futuristic technology with fucking robots and shit. And 8 is also kind of follows 7 in that realm as well. It's a fucking like, it's fantasy, but people got fucking cars, a gun blade, one of the characters again has a fucking machine gun as well, so it's pretty still kind of futuristic. And 9 took it back to its roots, you know, it's fancy, it's jovial, and you know, it's a classic, you know, there's a knight, there's a thief, there's a white mage, there's a black mage, and literally the black mage is this, it's Vivi, you know, Vivi is the little black mage that kind of looks like the black mage in Final Fantasy 1, which is amazing, and I love it, and I really enjoy it. The problem I have with Final Fantasy 9 is that it's a really slow ass game. Like, if you took the time to just see, like when you go to an encounter, right? You go to an encounter and you can actually time it. It took somewhere around 15 or 30, I think it's 10-15 seconds, like of just like camera panning to the enemies, to you, before you can actually input command for the battle. So when you multiply that, you know, and not counting like if you win, there's like animation as well if your character winning. It takes a really fucking long time. It's a really slow ass game, and there's a lot of grind to be done in Final Fantasy 9 as well. Now that I think about it, I think I enjoy I think I enjoy the Fire Emblem more than I do this Final Fantasies, man. Like I'm not even kidding. Like fucking hell, now that I'm remembering like the fucking like how slow Final Fantasy 9 was. Like I think I prefer Fire Emblem more than I do this one. Because Final Fantasy 6 is like the GBA one or whatnot, like the pixel one. They're fast, you know, you go into battle, you can input commands, you win, and then be done with it. So I'm okay with just having that in random battle. But in the like PS1, they really want to like dramatize. Is that like, I don't know, I don't know what the fucking word is, but it really is kind of like every time you go into like a fucking your screen, just you go to a random battle, your screen first like transition into this like swirly effect thing, and then opens up again, panning camera to the enemies, to you, and then back to you, and then you can input the fucking command, which is very fucking, so it gets tedious after a few hours, you know. And then Final Fantasy X, the first ever Final Fantasy in PS2, which I didn't play. I didn't play Final Fantasy X. I didn't play X-2 as well, because I have the game, but my PS2, my PlayStation 2 at the time, doesn't fucking read the game. For some fucking reason, it doesn't want to read the game, and I can't play it. And I'm pissed. I was like, oh man, Final Fantasy X, I'm gonna be playing it, and I put it in, like, and the game just won't start, you know. My PS is like doesn't fucking read it for some fucking reason, and I tried other games, like this works. Why doesn't this one work? So it was like, oh man, that's kind of fucked up. Then I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it. And then when X-2 rolls around, turns out back then I don't really like playing as the chicks in game. You know, I like playing as a girl. And when I realized that the characters are just like 3 girls, I was like, why can't I play as the guy from 10? But because I didn't know that, spoiler here, in 10, Tidus is not actually alive, you know, he's kind of dead, and then he returns to being dead, and then in 10-2, well, all that's left is just like Yuna and the girls, and that's about it. And so that's why I didn't play it. And then, I mean, I got lots of chances. There's tons of discs, like people selling 10-2, but I didn't bother. I just don't want to play as the chicks. And then 12 rolls around, and it was like, when I played it, oh, this is cool. This is Evil East. This is the same setting as Final Fantasy Tactics. And then they brought back the job system, which is I pretty much enjoy it, because I love Final Fantasy 5 and 3 because of the job system. But then, because the first time I played, it was the International Zodiac system, but it was in Japanese, right? I kind of get the gist. Oh, this is like a job system, because the weapon that I can use changes depending on the symbol that I choose. And then I got the English one. Then like, whoa, what happened to the job system? I thought that was supposed to be a job system. Turned out they dumbed down the English version into just having a license board, which just kind of sucked. But I played it. I still kind of enjoyed. I still like customize each character to what they like they meant. Like I used to make Vaughn because Vaughn is the main character. Maybe he is the main character. I don't know. So to this day, I still feel like Bosch or Ash is the main character of the story. But Vaughn, I used to make in the early days I played him. I used to make him the like sword user, kind of a knight type of build. But then as the years go by, when I tried to play it again, I was like, oh, Vaughn is more of a thief character, so I make him a thief, and I turn Bosch into a knight because he's kind of like more knight, and then Ash is kind of like a mage in my eyes. She's not suited for the swords, and so on and so forth. So, and the story as well, because it took place in Evilise, and I know it's from like the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics. The politics of this game is also quite heavy because it's literally it takes place. The story takes place in the middle of a fucking war between 2 or 3 countries. I think it's between 2 countries. But the place it took in was in like the war is waged in a country in between the 2 warring countries. So it's kind of like it's really politics heavy. Some people don't like that. I personally don't mind it because I just enjoy the game, and I think it's pretty like the dialogue, the voice acting, everything just kind of meshed well together for me. So yeah, I actually pretty enjoyed. And I have a lot in the A tier, not much in the B tier because some stuff in the B tier like is just meh. But in the A tier, like I would definitely play again. You know, this is like the game in this tier I would definitely play again. Like S and A tier, like I'll play it like any S tier I'll play it any day. A tier I'll go play it like okay, yeah, I'll play that. B tier is like, yeah, maybe I'll play it. And C tier is like, nah, I don't want to play this shit anymore. And D tier is just bullshit, you know. 13 I didn't play, but I heard like it sucks, you know. 15 I didn't play as well because I didn't have PS4 to play it. Golden Sun, okay. Golden Sun. Now this, man, how many? I'm only a G. There's still quite a few here, but it's okay. We're making our way. We're making our progress, you know. Golden Sun. I played this when I still have my original GBA, and I think it's actually awesome because the concept of Golden Sun is you get Djinns as your like summon, as your power up as well, using Djinns to power up your magic, which is called Psi energies if I remember correctly. And because it's connected to your elements, you can actually mix matches your element. Like you can mix earth, fire, wind to get something else and whatnot. It's very, very solid RPG for the GBA system, which there's not a ton of it, you know. That's kind of like just it's not generic, a typical, there we go, typical JRPG, which is very amazing to have. This is the first one. There's actually a sequel called Golden Sun: The Lost Age, which picks up just right after this one. So yeah, I'm gonna put this high up on the A tier here, just below Fire Emblem. I still feel like I think this, yeah, it's above the 7th Fire Emblem, but it's below the Sacred Stone. I think that's a good place for me. Grandia 2, I didn't play this, and I didn't play the 3rd one, I didn't play the 1st one. I know, maybe I should play it, but I remember Grandia is an action RPG. Let me look it up. Pretty sure it's an action RPG. Let's see, Grandia. Because I have one that says Grandia Extreme as well, which is, oh no, it's not an action RPG. I should probably fucking play this game, god damn it. I should play Grandia 1, 2, and 3. God damn it. Okay. Shame on me, I guess. Okay, Grandia 3. Yeah, I should really fucking play Grandia. Okay, I'll put it on my list to play this. 1, 2, and 3. And all of them at PS2 as well. Okay. Next up is I Am Setsuna. I Am Setsuna is actually a game. I think it's PC, if I remember correctly. I Am Setsuna. They have it on the Switch. Okay, let's see. Switch, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. Okay. This game battle system is heavily inspired by Chrono Trigger, which I actually I want to play this game one day if I get a chance. Maybe I can buy it on Steam. But I'm probably gonna play this after I finish Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, just because it's kind of like they took. It's not Chrono Trigger. This only took inspiration from Chrono Trigger, the battle system, because Chrono Cross is a different battle system. But again, I Am Setsuna is really melancholy, somber kind of story. Hi, Miss Meng. How are you? Hi, hello. Thanks so much sudah datang. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. Gimana kabarnya? Aku lagi nge-review. Nggak nge-review sih, lagi cuman nge-rankingin game JRPG doang. Okay, as I was saying, I Am Setsuna is a very mellow, melancholy story set in a world of snow, but it took a battle system from Chrono Trigger, which is awesome and I like it. But I haven't played it, so I'm gonna have to put it here. Last story, I don't know what the fuck this is. Last Odyssey. I heard this game is like one of the good one of the only, if not the only good JRPGs for the Xbox 360, which I didn't have because I got a PS3. Okay, Miss Meng bilang aku baik, baru bangun. Baru bangun? Wah, nggak apa-apa sih. Sekarang kan lagi hari Sabtu kalau nggak salah kan? Yes, it is Sabtu, so it's okay untuk bangun telat kok. Enjoy weekend. Salah satu hal paling enak dilakuin pas weekend tuh untuk bangun telat. Kayak that's the best thing you could do. Buat resting juga. Oke, kayak I think itu hal yang paling enak dilakuin tuh ya bangun nggak ngerasa bersalah gitu kan. Ganba for this Mr. Grey, maaf gak bisa lama soalnya ada urusan lain. No worry, it's okay. Anyway, good morning, baru bangun. Thank you so much for datang. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Or night, I guess, atau evening. Bye-bye, Miss Meng. Okay. Anyway, Last Odyssey. I didn't play it because I didn't have an Xbox 360, so I'm gonna put it here. God damn it, my phone, what is it? Unimportant, not important, not important. Okay. Oh, Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. I should play this. I really should play this. I haven't had the chance to play this because in my head it's kind of weird that Mario became an RPG, but turns out when I saw the game, it looks pretty fucking solid. I should really play this game, you know? One of these days I'm gonna play this. And it's actually a pretty good entry for someone who want to start JRPG because it's really made for casual player JRPG. There's not a lot of like what's it called? Complicated mechanics on it. It's really a bare bone RPG that you can just enjoy, you know. I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it because when I saw clips of this game, I already feel like, yeah, I can really get into this. And then Paper Mario, I didn't play it, and same with this one as well, the 1,000-Year Door. Earthbound. Is it Earth? It is Earthbound. Mother? The first Mother. This is the second one. I think this is the third one. Okay, so I'm already planning to play this right in order as well. The first one, the second one, and the third one. I mean, they only localized the second one, which is Earthbound. It was supposed to be Mother 2. And we don't get the localized Mother 1 or Mother 3 because Mother 1 and 2 is for the Super Nintendo and Mother 3 is for GBA, which now Mother 1 and 3 has a fan translation, which is pretty good and you can play it. I already made plans to play 3 of these and I already have their respective ROMs in my PC as well, so you just gotta wait the day until I play it, alright? So, but for now, I'm gonna have to put this here, and here. Okay. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. I haven't played any Shin Megami Tensei game. I know. It's like oh, what, you haven't played Shin Megami Tensei? If I told you I've played the spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, okay? I played the spin-off. And you would probably know the spin-off more than the actual Shin Megami Tensei. The spin-off is fucking Persona. I've only played Persona, and I've only played 2 Persona, okay? So don't bash me here, motherfucker. I don't. Maybe one day I'll play Shin Megami Tensei, okay? One day. No, I don't know what the fuck this is. This is probably like Shin Megami Tensei as well. Yeah, it's like Devil Summoner or something. Right? It's in Japanese. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. I can't fucking read it. So I'll put this here. If. What the fuck is this if thing? Xbox 9. I don't even know what the hell that is. Nocturne. I've seen someone play this game, and I've seen that person rage because of this game, because this game is fucking hard. If you, like, well, put it this way. The person isn't joking when he says, like, if you miss an attack, you could lose a battle just because you lost an attack, which is really hardcore, you know? You really gotta, like, get into the game to actually, like, it's more kind of like luck, you know? You just gotta, like, have good luck when you're playing this game, and I'm not even joking because, it's strenuously difficult, this game, but I haven't played it. I don't think I will play it. I don't know if I want to subject myself to that kind of torture, which is pretty fucked up. There's also Shin Megami Tensei space shit. Yeah, I've seen this. Fourth one, Ni no Kuni. I haven't played it, and I have not played Ni no Kuni because I didn't bought it. This one as well. Octopath Traveler. I want to play this, but I don't have the money to buy it right now, so I'm gonna put this here. Odin Sphere. Odin Sphere. Okay, so Odin Sphere I played, but I haven't finished it. Again, this is one of those games that I played back in 2018 before my memory got formatted. I actually made it pretty far on the third book because there's a couple of books you play as more than one character in Odin Sphere. I got to the third character, but then again my memory got wiped, so I haven't like continue it again. I'm gonna continue it probably like in the far future because I have tons of games that I want to play, and this is on the list as well. But because I played it, I'm gonna put this up in A tier. This is above Fire Emblem, but it's below Artanelico because the story, the voice acting, the art, because it is made by Vanillaware, so the art's gonna be great. The voice acting is great. The gameplay is really fucking great. They actually remake this for the PS4, I believe. They added some new mechanics to combat as well because it is an action RPG. But you know, I'm a hardcore. You know, I play the PS2 one. The PS2 one doesn't have. I remember it doesn't have a difficulty setting. So what you get is what you get. You know, if it's hard, it's hard. You just gotta pull through it. But good thing you can actually farm up items to prepare yourself for like battles and whatnot. You just gotta be, you know, not lazy of it, and it's pretty forgiving, you know, in that regard. Tactics Ogre. We cling together. I played this as well. I played this after I played Final Fantasy Tactics, so I have some idea on what I need to do in this game. But I like Final Fantasy Tactics better than Tactics Ogre, even though it is made by the same guy. I believe it is made by the same guy. Tactics Ogre has a. I like Final Fantasy more just because it sets in a Final Fantasy world. That's about it. That's it. But for the gameplay, they're kind of complete. They're kind of the same. Akutsuki, halo bang, halo cuy, gimana kabarnya cuy? Thank you udah datang dan komen cuy, thank you so much. Gimana kabar lu juga cuy? Gue cuman lagi ngomong, gue lagi ngelontarin opini gue tentang game JRPG cuy, karena gue main lumayan banyak game JRPG yang gue mainin. Gue ngerasa kayak gue terkualifikasi untuk ngasih apa namanya fucking opini gue ke game-game ini. Dan gue tadi lagi ngomongin Tactics Ogre, okay? Yeah, Tactics Ogre and Final Fantasy Tactics are made by the same guy, or maybe it was the story. I don't know, but it's made by. There's one guy that made it the same because they first made Final Tactics, then they broke off and made Tactics Ogre. Gameplay kind of relatively the same. You got jobs, you got things, you know, you got directional like which way you're gonna attack. And yeah, I prefer Final Fantasy because it is set in the Final Fantasy world in Ivalice, you know. But both are solid games. Like I'd play it. And then we got, I think this is Persona 1. It is Persona 1. I have not played Persona 1, 2, or Innocent, or what is it? Oh, fuck, I forgot. Innocent, the Persona 2 has like 2 games in Persona 2. It's Innocent Sin and, what is it? Persona 2, fucking, what is it? What's the fucking thing name? Eternal Punishment, there we go. There's Innocent Sin, and then there's the sequel, Eternal Punishment. I didn't play both. I should maybe one in the future. Since we got into Persona now, I played 3, but I didn't finish it, you know, because I got stuck at the when I tried to rescue Fuka. I got stuck and I didn't know how to fucking progress because I'm an idiot. Maybe one day when I got back to it, I'll be better. Akutsuki, alhamdulillah baik bang. Weh coy, alhamdulillah coy. Gue demen saat gue ngedenger teman gue lagi kondisinya lagi alhamdulillah coy. Kadang-kadang beberapa teman kita kondisinya tuh lagi astagfirullah coy. Tapi ya cuy, alhamdulillah lu lagi baik juga karena gue lagi lumayan baik juga cuy. Oke, anyway, ini akan gue taruh di bawah. I'm gonna put it above Final Fantasy 12, below Fire Emblem. Wait. I think this is better. Okay, put it like this and this. 7. Okay, 6 is up there. 12. Yeah, this is good. This is great. Okay. And we're gonna continue like that. I'm gonna put for Persona 3 here below Fire Emblem Golden Sun. I enjoy these games more than I do Persona 3 because one of the things that I don't like in Persona 3 is you can't control your fucking teammate. Sometimes you want your teammate to use items or heal, and they just don't, you know, and that really grinds my fucking gear. I don't like that. That's a bit bullshit. But they fixed it in Persona 4. In Persona 4, I played this game, I beat it, I got the true ending of it. I've invested more than fucking how many hours? Like I think I invested more than 60 hours in this game or 70 hours. I don't know. Well, I played this a lot. Okay, Persona 4, and it was the one that really go mainstream, you know, from the Persona, because of Persona 4, Persona 5 was got made and still got the high school theming things, and yeah, man, there's a lot of people who support this game, but there's a lot of hater for it as well. Like I think the people who like Shin Megami Tensei hate Persona 4. Kind of like that, right? But yeah, I'm gonna put Persona 4 up here. Just still below Artanelico. It's not above Artanelico. Artanelico will be S tier. Like, I want to put this up in S tier, but I know it's not S tier because it doesn't have that, like, fucking charm of Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger. In my opinion, okay? They're gonna be on top of A tier, for sure. Persona, Odin Sphere, Fire Emblem, Sacred Stones, Golden Sun. Because, like, this is, like, still the A tier, like, still in the game's like, yeah, I'll play it. I'll fucking play it, man. I'm not mad at it. Persona 5. I have not played this game because I don't have the console, the money to buy it. All right. And now we got the Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna sort out the ones that I haven't played. Then I'm gonna sort the one that I haven't played first. Okay. Played this. Okay. I haven't played Black 2 because I don't have the NDS to play it, but I did play Platinum because I've played it on emulator. I haven't played this. I didn't play Y. I didn't play Ultra Sun or whatever the fuck that is. Okay. First off, Red version. I actually played the Fire Red version and Leaf Green, but I actually played the original Game Boy Yellow version because my brother had it, and I played it because you start off with Pikachu. You know, I feel like I'm actually, you know, Ashley Ash from the anime because we start off with Pikachu. I'm gonna put this up in A tier again because this is like, I think this I would rather play this more than Golden Sun. Golden Sun to move down. Yeah, this is good. But Fire Red, right? This one is gonna be above Yellow because I actually like to get Squirtle in my party because my order for like my from least to the most favorite of the Gen 1 starter is I like Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and then Charmander. Like, Charmander is my least favorite, even though it's a lot of people's favorite and it's literally in the box art. But just because, you know, Bulbasaur, for me, because it has that "saur" in the name, it's like dinosaur, and I like dinosaur, that's why I like it. For me, Charizard is like kind of basic because it's just Fire Dragon, you know. It's literally just, even though it's not a dragon, I know it's not. It's just it's like a Fire Dragon Lizard type of deal, you know. While as Bulbasaur has that fucking tree thing, the back of it, and I like the color green. But I choose Squirtle because when he turns the Blastoise, he has that two cannon things which I find really fucking cool. I love that design. That's like two cannon. Like, oh man, that's so fucking sick. And then Pokemon Crystal, right? The second gen, Gold, Silver, Crystal. I played Silver first, and then I got Crystal later on, which I like better than I do Silver because Crystal is like Gold and Crystal but better. And I'll put this above Red because I enjoy Gen 2 more than I do Gen 1 just because Gen 2 improved upon Gen 1 in my opinion. It's just better because I like have more Pokemons there than that I love more than Gen 1's, you know. Emerald version. Probably my favorite of the Pokemon games is definitely Emerald, so I'm gonna put this up in S tier. Yeah, you got it right. I'm still playing this game to this day. I still play it casually on my phone, on my PC. When I'm just doing things, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Emerald. I really just love Pokemon Emerald because it's green. It has Rayquaza in it, and there's so much stuff you can do in Emerald. I love the OST. I love the graphic of it. is just my shit, you know. If I were like, because I think this is like the real, like, ingrained in my fucking heart. I'm a Gen 3 Pokemon guy, okay? I just love it. Platinum version. Okay, the only gripe I have with Platinum, like this Pokemon Platinum here, is it's a rather slow game as well. Like, when you encounter a Pokemon, you go into battle, you pick the move. Even the like, if you like attack a Pokemon and you one-hit KO it, the health draining until it's 0 is really fucking slow. I'm gonna put this actually in B tier. Like, I would play. Yeah, I play Fire Emblem more than this. I play Breath of Fire more than this. I play Dragon Warrior more than this. Dark Cloud is above this guy. I'm gonna put it above this guy. I'll put it there. I like that's what my feeling is. Radiata stories. Radiata stories. Let's see. Let me check here. Have I actually seen this? Radiata. If I can say it. Stories. The game has like a tactic feel sort of thing. I'm seeing it right now in the image. I have not played this. I should actually get to playing it. This one is Radiata Stories and one is Radiata Historia. Isn't it Historia? History. Radiata. What is it? Radiata Radiant something. Radiant Historia. There we go. So it's Radiata Stories and Radiant Historia. That one I haven't played because it's for the 3DS. Yeah, and I don't have it. So put it there. Radiata Stories I haven't played as well. I should play. Finally a game that I've actually played. Sacred of Mana. Finally, man. Let me check how many. Like, we're already in the S, right? S. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 more to go. Because this is kind of long just because I've been explaining the games and the history with them and all, but you know, I want to like explain why I put it there, you know. Secret of Mana I played and I fucking enjoy it. I love it so much. Well, not that much. I mean, I love it just as much as I love a good game. Just because, again, Secret of Mana, I think that's the first in the Mana series, like Legend of Mana and Dawn of Mana, one and all those things. And I find this story really, really interesting as well because it's about the Sword of Mana, you know, and things like Eternal Mana, Eternal whatnot. It's just a good game for the Super Nintendo, you know. You've got an option to pick this, then why not play it? It's an amazing game as well. I'll put this up in low A tier, just below Breath of Fire. Skies of Arcadia, I have a friend who played this. He says it's pretty good, but I haven't played it myself. I really should get down to playing it, but you know, it's for the GameCube, which I don't have a GameCube. So yeah, I'm gonna put this here since I didn't play it. Second Stories, I didn't play it. I tried to play the first one, the Star Ocean, the first one. Fuck, was it? I forgot what the first Star Ocean one was. Let me check. I played the first one, the remake on the PSP though. Star Ocean. Is it? Oh, I forgot. It was like it was First Departure. There we go. The First Departure. Star Ocean First Departure. I played that game and I love it because he has this. The combat mechanics is almost like Tales, even though it's made by Tri-Ace, I believe. Star Ocean is made by Tri-Ace, and but I feel like it's like Tales, you know, because I played Tales of Fantasia before I played Star Ocean First Departure, so I feel like, yeah, I can totally get behind this, and the story is great as well because they revolve around, spoiler here, time travel, which I love. Second story I haven't played, so I'm playing to see here. I don't see First Departure here though. Kind of suck. Okay, I guess this is First Departure here. Alright, this is the first one. Blue Sphere, I don't know. It's a Line of Times. That's the third one, I believe. I didn't play that. And then the fourth one is the Last Hope. And this is the fifth one. I haven't played either. First one, I'm gonna place it in an A tier. I'll play this, but is it above Final Fantasy for me? I think it's above Final Fantasy. here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's above Final Fantasy 9. You know what? I'm gonna rearrange this. I like this better. I like this better. Yeah, one can go. One actually here. There we go. 7 and 9 is getting down there. There we go. This is much better. This is like, yeah, this is much more sorted in how I feel about this. Suikoden 2. I played this. I enjoy this game so much. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk so much about Suikoden. It's awesome. I'll put this here. It's S tier, right? The second one. I didn't get to play the first one because my uncle played it. Oh, sorry. Oh man, I get so fucking excited. Suikoden. Right, Suikoden 1. My uncle played it. He loved it so much, he got the second one. And then he played it. He didn't finish it because he got to work. And then I played it while he's not playing it. Since I have my own memory card at the time, so I save it there. And holy shit, man. If I can go back there and experience Suikoden 2 again for the first time, like any of this S tier game, man, I'd be so fucking happy. I love it. Oh, I wish I can get the remake for the Suikoden 2 and 1. The first one I didn't get to play, but again, because I saw my uncle play it, I feel like that still is an amazing game as well. Because it connects, right? The story connects from the first one to the second, because there's character from 1 that you can see in 2, which I really love it when game does that, you know? It's not like, oh, it's set in another, it's a second game, but it's set in another dimension or another timeline or whatnot. I love it when games from the first game picks up, the second game picks up from where the first game, like, it's just been a couple of years. So there's some people you know, and you know the land. I love it. And now we get to Tales, you know, Tales stuff. Oh, it's also my jam, man. Okay, I'm gonna put Tales of Fantasia there, Destiny there, Eternia. I'm just like arranging this in the correct order. Destiny 2. That's weird. Destiny 2. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about this. Why this is called Destiny 2, even though it's actually Eternia. That's Raid there. Raid, however you want to fucking say his name. All right. And then Symphonia is before Abyss. Rebirth is before Abyss, but after Symphonia. Legendia is definitely here. Tales of Innocence is near Tales of Hearts. I think it's before. Hysteria, yep, Berseria right there. Tokyo, okay. I think I have arranged this quite neatly. Yeah, PlayStation 2, Legends of PlayStation 2, Vesperia, NDS, PS Vita, PS3. I think it was like no. I think it was like this. I forgot which one comes first. Is it Grace or Vesperia? I think it's Grace first, and then Vesperia, and then Innocence and Hearts. And then Cilia 2, Zestiria, and Berseria. Okay. I've played how many? Let's see. I'm gonna take out the one that I haven't played, okay? I didn't play Rebirth because it's Japanese only. I remember. I didn't play Legendia because I didn't get the disc. Grace F I played but I didn't finish. That means I played it for what it is. Vesperia I've played it and finished it. Innocence I didn't because I didn't get the cartridge for the fucking NDS parts as well because I don't have PS Vita. I played both Cilia 1 and 2, finished them. I played Zestiria and I finished them, and I didn't play Berseria. There we go. Okay, this is all the Tales game that I've played, okay? I played 1, 2, 3... Oh, actually, Destiny 2 I didn't play. Okay, Destiny 2 I didn't play, but I'm gonna put it here so I can actually explain what the fuck is going on with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, out of the 10 that I played, I didn't finish... I didn't finish Destiny, Eternia, and Grace's F. Those are the only ones that I didn't finish. The rest I did. I completed, okay? I mean, not complete, but I finished the game. So, Fantasia, the first one in the Tales of series, okay? This is the precursor, because at the time, I remember, like, well, not I remember, but at the time of this game release, there's not much game that is, like, action-y RPG type, you know, because ever since the first Tales off, it's always been like an active combat system, you know. You press the button, the character move. You press the button, he does an art like Demon Fang or Tiger Blade or Sword Rain or whatever, and it like fucking like revolutionized the action RPG genre, right? Because like holy shit, this is fucking awesome. I can actually move the character to dodge or to block or to do shit, you know. And needless to say, the GBA is actually the worst port that you can play Tales of Fantasia. I recommend play the fan translation of the PS1 or the SNES one. Those are good. Or the PSP one. There's the PSP one as well. The PSP one is I think it's the best one to play because it comes with another game called Tales of the World. Nucky Dungeon, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the first one, I have good experience of it, but I'm gonna put it in B tier. But it's high B tier. I'll put it above Fire Emblem. Yeah, that's how it's almost A tier, but I wouldn't want to go back to it. It's kind of hard to play the game as well now, because I really slogged through it at the end, like above 60%. It's kind of a slog, you know, because enemies are really like damage spongy, and if you haven't really like know how to take care of them, like abuse their element weakness and whatnot, you're gonna have quite a long time to finish them. And then Tales of Destiny comes around, it's much better than Tales of Fantasia. They really improve on the Tales recipe or template, I guess. But I'm still gonna put it in B tier because it's kind of like still the same kind of thing. But the story is, I enjoy the story. I enjoy what's the characters in it more than I do Fantasia. Fantasia is really like, you know, hero, time travel, spoiler alert and whatnot. But Destiny edged up more because of the graphical and like battle system refinement than the first one. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk about Tales of Destiny 2. Why is it Destiny 2 even though it says Eternia? So, it is Tales of Eternia, but when it goes to fucking US to be localized, they only have Tales of Destiny by that point, and they don't want to change the name to Eternia because they thought they thought the audience there, the guy who would buy this, didn't know that it was the same game, same line as Tales of Destiny. That was the way they changed it to Tales of Destiny 2 for Tales of Eternia, which is fucking stupid. Even though Tales of Destiny 2 is the real one, is actually where you play as Kyle Dunamis. It's the son of the protagonist and the main hero of the first Tales of Destiny in PS2, right? I didn't get to play it because it's not localized. It never did get localized because it's on Japanese. But the game is actually still in a 2D setting. You know, it hasn't changed to 3D yet. It's still using 2D sprites and whatnot. But it's a pretty good game. I saw a review on it and read some things about it. It says it's a pretty the combat is actually pretty fucking tight for what it is. And I've been meaning to actually try that game. Try Tales of Destiny 2 if I can ever, you know, in the future if I ever get to play it, because I plan to play Tales of again, you know, for like making a walkthrough of Tales of games that I can play. And Tales of Destiny 2 is definitely in there. I'm gonna play it after Tales of Destiny. God damn it, phone, what the fuck is it? Nothing important. Alright. I'm gonna play it after I play Tales of Destiny 1, okay? So fuck, I'm silencing you, motherfucker. Alright, fuck off. There we go. So there we go. I'm planning to play it, and you know, it's still gotta be a long way because I gotta get Fantasia first, gotta get Destiny 1 first, then Destiny 2, and then I'm gonna move to Eternia, and so on and so on. Tales of like 10 plus games. I'm already planning it, you know. So for now, I'm gonna have to place this here because I haven't played it. Tales of Eternia. I played the PS1 version and I played the PSP version, and like the PSP one feels kind of like it's roughly the same, but I think they optimized the game more so it runs better in the PSP one. Sorry, I'm just taking a drink here. Man, I've been talking so much. Usually I don't talk so much even when I do record games, but yeah, for this I'm really just flooding you guys my opinion and things I know about each game. Tales of Eternia is it's very smooth, I would say. Very smooth combat for a time. The story as well. I love the main character is really like happy-go-lucky as well as like carefree, but he carries a lot of emotional baggage because of what happens in his past. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but I just love the story of it, and I think it's better than Tales of Destiny. So I'm gonna put it up here. Where's Tales of Destiny? There you go. It's a B tier, you know. I'm putting like all of these three here because the combat system is still what it is, you know. It's still kind of like a bit archaic for taste now, but I still can't get down to it, you know, if I need to play it. Now we get to the good shit, you know. Tales of Symphonia, even though it's Symphonia, not Symphonia, Symphonia. I actually played Tales of the Abyss. The first Tales of game I ever played is Tales of the Abyss. This Tales of the Abyss is what got me into the Tales of series, but Tales of Symphonia. I played it for the one in the PS3 version, because the PS2 version and the GameCube one is not English translated. I got to play Tales of Symphonia because of the what was it called? Tales of Symphonia. It's not the remaster one. No, it's not the remaster. What is it? Dawn of the Chronicles. Yeah, there we go. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. In Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, it includes the first Tales of Symphonia and the sequel to it. It's just Dawn of the New World. And then, so I played both, and I finished both because I love games that takes place not just like a couple of years after that game, you know, and I love it. Okay, this is like one of the first one that actually is in it's still kind of like 2D combat, but in a 3D environment, and this is the first one that has a combo system with arts. You know, you can chain arts, you know, you can cancel arts and do some crazy shit. This is the precursor of that battle system that is very fucking amazing. So I'm gonna put this up in A tier. A tier is pretty high up as well. I like this more than I do Persona 4. Okay, but not as much as Artanelico. Still not as much as Artanelico. Okay, and then Tales of the Abyss. This game is just amazing. The story, like, it's amazing. The character growth, like, holy shit, man, you get so much from this game. The content here as well, like, you can replayability is so good. So much secret shit you can do. It's just amazing. Music, story, gameplay. Oh, you can do so many combos and shit, like, fucking amazing, you know. It's such a solid entry to the Tales of series for the PS2. Like, I think this is like peak PS2 Tales, you know. And they actually made one of the best things that is getting added to the Tales of series, which is the free run mode. Free run meaning you can actually move in a 3D environment. You can go up, down, not just left and right. And then that means you can actually evade fucking enemies' attack and whatnot. You can strategically plan your moves and shit, you know, which is fucking amazing. That one of the best implementation of free, like, movement in the Tales of game. And then the rest of the Tales game, they carried that from Abyss, you know, ever since then. Tales of Grace F. I played this in PS3, and its story is really about wars and shit, you know. It's the politics is there as well, but if you tell me, if you ask me, like, do you want to play it again, like, I don't think I would want to play it. I'll put it high here as well. Actually, yeah, I'm putting it in B tier, high B tier. Fucking come on, there we go. Because because when I played this, I was coming off from Tales of the Abyss, right? My Tales experience, Tales of the Abyss, Symphonia, and Symphonia Dawn of the New World. And this is below all those three. Like, I enjoy those three games more than I do Tales of Grace's F. But Vesperia rolls around, and I find this one amazing. I really love the main character, Yuri Lowell, and I loved all the side characters as well. I love Flynn, I love Rita Mordio, I love fucking Raven, I love Estelle, and I love I forgot the guy's name. Because there's this one bit where it's like, prepare to die, Eggbear, and I love that scene so much. It's like stuck in my memory, you know. It lives rent-free in my head. And they improve on the combat of what Abyss has. Same like Tales of actually Tales of Grace improve on Abyss. I forgot now. Yeah, just say there's a lot of improvement made, you know, to the art system, to the battle, to whatnot, the combo as well. I'll put this up on A tier. Not above Abyss, but definitely above Symphonia. Oh, we're actually seeing the end here. Nice. Okay, so next up, Tales of Cilia. Oh my god, this is also another great game, okay? The story is actually pretty interesting because you can actually choose between two main characters. I think that's a first for a Tales of game. You can choose either between you want to play as Jude or you want to play as Mila. I find Jude to be better to play with, but he has some learning curve to take. You know, Mila is like a sword user, magic sword user, which is actually easier to learn. Jude is a fighter, or actually he's a monk. You can actually do something called a snap pivot. If you dodge at the right time, Jude will actually like fucking dash around the enemies to their backside, and then you can punish the enemies if you know the enemy's attack. You can do that and just like keep enemies in a perma stun. He's a fucking beast. You can actually solo carry the game with Jude. He's that fucking amazing. So yeah, I played this. I finished this. I finished both Jude and Mila's story, which is amazing. And I'll put this up on 8 here. Not above Abyss. Abyss is still like still here. Abyss is for me is still the best Tales of I've played so far. I might be biased, but it is my fucking opinion. So fuck you. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it, motherfucker. You can choose not to not to agree with me, but this is my opinion. So fuck it. Cilia 2. I enjoy this more than Cilia 1. Some people say it's not better than Cilia 1. But I enjoy it because the main character, Luger, is kind of like a blank slate, it's kind of like an avatar where you choose his response to things, and then the way he battles as well. He actually has 3 weapons, you can cycle through them. Some people who get really good with Luger can pull off some amazing fucking combos. And this game has like more than one ending, and I always love game that gives multiple endings depending on your actions and shit. So yeah, man, they just improve for me, and I just love seeing all the characters that I got familiar with in the first Cilia, seeing them again in the second game, which like oh yeah, there we go, like I get to see their continuation of the story, in the world. Zestiria, the one that is kind of controversial, because they overworked the battle system again to something weird. And it's just not like a typical Tales of game, it's like they try to break new grounds, but people don't like it, especially coming off Cilia. People don't like Zestiria. I find it somewhat to be, it's just an okay game, like the story is just okay, the gameplay is okay. I beat it, I finished it, and my thought at the end of it is just like, it's just okay, it's not bad, but it's just okay. It's not that good, move it up to B tier. Maybe above Tales of Fantasia, but definitely not above Destiny. There we go. I know that might sound crazy, but believe me, it's just kind of okay, Destiny, when I played it, it was like, yeah, man, I'm kind of hooking this, and Eternia as well, Grace as well, but Zestiria for me just didn't do it, Tokyo Xanadu. I have this game. I'm meaning to play it, but not yet. This is also an action RPG. This is made by Nihon Falcom. Okay, you know what? Let's do it like this. See, this is Zero, Azure, and then Cold Steel 2. There's no Cold Steel 3 though. That's kind of weird. It should have 3 and 4 here, because there's like, we finally reached the part where we go into Nihon Falcom's game. Okay. Nihon Falcom's game comprised of the Kiseki series or the Trails series, also the East. I thought it's called Weiss, Weiss being a Y and an S, but it's actually called East. We're gonna talk about that later when we get to it. But for this is probably my jam right now, man. The ones I started with Cold Steel 1, and then there's like, when I played it, it was like, they're supposed to be like, they're mentioning something here in the story that I didn't know. What was it? Turns out they were mentioning something from the past games. The Trail series is a series of, now let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 games deep, and it's going fucking strong. And these 12 games of Trails is very connected. They're like only like apart a year or 2 or maybe 3, but I believe this is like 1 year or 2 before the previous game. Each game that takes place like 1 or 2 years after the previous game, or sometimes it's not even like 2 or 3 years. It's just a few months. And I've done the playthrough of Trails in the Sky, the first chapter, and I'm gearing up to play the second one now. Coming in. I'm very excited to play this, and I've got the third, and not long now. Recently, they've released Zero and Azure and Steam. I'm gonna get those if they go into discount. I'm definitely getting those. I already have Cold Steel 1, 2, and 3, and 4 in Steam as well, which is, oh man, I'm so excited to just be able to play fucking Trails, man. If you know, I'm actually a Trails fanboy. Like, I think now this is my favorite JRPG as of right now. Maybe not above Chrono Trigger, but like I'm gonna put all this in S tier. But I'm gonna put Zero and Azure and haven't played because I haven't played them. Actually, third as well. I haven't played third as well. I haven't played third. But because I haven't played them, I'm really looking forward to playing them. Tokyo Xanadu is also made by fucking Neon Falcon, but I haven't played them. Now, this 4 right here, I've played. Okay, I've played this 4, and I tell you, I would place them all in fucking S tier. I love it. Alright, so let's just do it. They just got better with time, man. Fucking Neon Falcon. Above Suikoden, definitely above Suikoden. Above Pokemon Emerald and above Final Fantasy 6. I think Pokemon Emerald is above Final Fantasy 6. Okay. I know. This is like fucking, what you call it? I'm fucking biased to it, but fuck you. This is my feeling. My feeling is the one that matters. Fuck everybody else. This is my fucking tier list. If you don't like it, go make your own. SC is above first chapter because it completes what when they made that, you know, it's weird they split to FC and SC. They made it, you know, because when they were making it, like the company, Neon Falcon was like, hey, what about the game you make? How is it going? Oh, we're 50% done. Dude, you've been taking like almost like a couple of years now. We can't do this, you know. Can you just release it, the first one as first chapter, and then you keep working on the second half, and then release it as second chapter? Next, I said, yo, Trails in the Sky, S tier. Yeah, coy, it's S tier lah. Itu harus S tier. S tier. S tier. Gue gak bisa ngomong. And abis itu Cold Steel, game Trails pertama gue. Dia juga di sini, dia di atasnya karena gue akan naruh semua Trails in the Sky kayak in order S tier gitu, karena makin lu mainin, the more you play it, the more you become invested in the world, in Zemuria. Okay, Cold Steel 2. Cold Steel 2, put there we go. Okay, next up itu okay, the world that the world ends with you. This game it's kind of weird because it plays on the DS. Well, my favorite series, mine too, man. It's my favorite series. Lagi belakangan ini favorite series gue lagi Trails. Gue lagi deep banget di Trails series, coy. Gue udah main semua seri sih sampai Trails into Reverie. Kuro lu udah, coy. Kuro 1, Kuro 2. Soalnya gue nunggu fucking Reverie di localize dulu kan. Nunggu Kuro 1, Kuro 2 di localize dulu biar gue kayak, man, gue pengen mainin yang di localize. Gue nggak bisa main yang kayak masih bahasa Nihonjin aja. Well, anyway, the world never was lagi salah, itu mah Kingdom Hearts. Apakah the world ends with you? Ini dibikin sama, it was made by Square Enix, right? Design is very Yoshitaka Amano. Kuro nggak kuat. Well, someday lah akan kuat aja, so hopefully someday. Okay, as I was saying, kayak apa namanya? The World Ends with You is it's a game for the NDS. Made by Square Enix. They tried to make something new. They need you to use like fucking 2 screens to play it because you're usually partnered up by another character. Every Kuro nggak terlalu signifikan. Tapi gue tetap mau mainin, coy. Gue mau main semuanya in order, tau gak? Gue mau main fucking semuanya gitu. It's just the way it is. Jadi aman sih dari story-nya. Iya, tapi gue tetap pengen tahu kayak pasti ada sesuatu yang kayak bisa diambil gitu, coy. And they try to make this thing where you need to use the stylus. You have to like fucking. I don't know, the controls are weird. But the story, if they make this game as a fucking visual novel, that can really work as well. But they instead make it as in like a action RPG thing, which also works. But it's kind of like weird to play. I didn't play it, but I saw people play it. I just really like the story and the character design of it. How Neku and the other just like goes about in Shibuya in the underground. It has amazing story, but I haven't played it. Vagrant story. Now this I played this in an emulator because I thought the game was not an RPG back then. Turns out this game is also set in Ivalice. Ivalice, the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Advance, 12, and also fucking yeah. This actually takes place in Ivalice as well because it is made by the same guy who made those games. But this is kind of this plays kind of like, if you ever play Parasite Eve, think of it as this is like this is like Parasite Eve. The combat system is like Parasite Eve, but you know, there's some puzzle element in there as well. The story is very politic heavy. It's like almost cinematic in a way. It's a great game, but very complicated to get into, to get good at, you know, because there's so much mechanics at play in this fucking game, this different story shit. But it is an amazing game. I'm gonna put this in B tier, maybe below Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Valkyrie Profile. This game, the first one. For me, again, I'm actually doing a playthrough of this now. I enjoy the game very much. I'm gonna put this up in S tier. This is Tri-Ace doing something new, because I love the music, because it's composed by Motoi Sakuraba, and then the story as well, and how like we play as the Valkyrie, but there's some hidden layer underneath the thing. You know, you can follow out my playthrough of this game. It's amazing. You know, I love the story of it. It's fucking depressing. It's dark. People die in this game. Literally everybody dies in this game. Almost kind of like all the people, like all the character you get is dead. Urutanku dari story Sky, Zero, Azure, Cold Steel. Emang itu urutan ya kan? Sky dulu, first chapter, second chapter, third. Abis itu baru ke Crossbell, ke Zero sama ke Azure, baru abis itu ke Eremonia, ke Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, 4, abis itu baru Reverie. Itu literally udah 9 apa 3, 2, 4 sama Reverie itu udah 10 anjir. Itu udah 10 game loh. Itu banyak game musik itu, dan setiap game itu tuh nggak cepet, itu kayak 40-50 jam RPG kalau nggak salah. Tapi gue akan mainin semuanya because I want to. Gue udah invested banget di Zemuria, coy. Gue udah sampai bikin cerita diri gue sendiri di Zemuria, coy. Well, anyway, back to Valkyrie Profile here. Well, yeah, if you guys can, I'm actually doing the playthrough right now. You guys can see it. Yes, dan gue tamat 3 bulan. Anjir, lu tamat 3 bulan, lu ngejar anjir, gila. That's amazing actually. Anyways, I was saying, like, I'm doing the playthrough now. I'm doing the playthrough for the PSP version, the Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. The thing that changed, there's some things that changed, but the thing that I know that changed is they replaced the anime cutscene. In the PS1 version, they have anime cutscenes. In the PSP, they have rendered CG cutscenes. It's like FMV, rendered FMV. There we go, FMV cutscenes, which is pretty awesome, I believe. But people say the PSP version is the lesser version. You know, it's an inferior version compared to the PS1. But I find it's just fine. You know, it's the same thing. So I'm gonna put this up to S tier. I've played this game 4 times now, so I'm gonna put it up in S tier, below Trails, but above Pokemon. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Xenogears. The game we never got the full version of the game again. Okay, this game has some history to it. You can actually find a lot of YouTube videos explaining what happened in Xenogears. But the basic gist of it is time. You know, time constraint, budget constraints. So the second disc, they cut a lot of shit from the second disc, which kind of sucks. But the first disc is an amazing experience. It challenged a lot. The story is so profound. Like, it's just amazing. I love the battle system as well, you know, with the gear fight, the mech fight, and even the ground fight. So because it uses a very unique battle combo thing, you know. If you ever play Legend of Legaia, it's somewhat similar to that, but not, because kind of like martial arts in a way. I love it, you know. I just love it. I just wish like Xenogears got the deserved thing, you know, like they complete the story, the second disc. But you know, I guess fate has different plans for Xenogears, which is, it's just kind of sad. But I'll put this up in A tier, above the Final Fantasies, above Persona. Yeah, above. Is it above Fire Emblem? It's definitely above Golden Sun. Okay, but maybe not above Pokemon. Yep, it's gotta be here. Okay, Xenoblade Chronicle, Xenoblade Chronicle 2. I didn't play any of this because I didn't get it for the Wii. I didn't get it for whatever system, like Switch or whatnot, because I didn't have it. So I'm just, because it's actually the Xenosaga was supposed to come in before Xenoblade. I didn't play Xenosaga because again, back then, you know, fucking teenage me still thinks like I want to play as the chick, so I don't buy Xenosaga, which I fucking regret to this day because it is a very fucking awesome game. I'll play it one of these days in emulator, but I guess for now I'm gonna have to put it here. It's supposed to be here, man. It's before Xenoblade. Okay, Is series is also made by Nihon Falcom. They have 9 games now going on in the Is series. I haven't played any of them, but I do own almost how many Is games that I own now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Those Origin, and then I have the one in SNES one as well. I think that's Is 5. So I think I have 3 Is game now. Yeah, because I'm missing Memories of Kolkata, Oath of Volgana, Criminals of Donna, and Ark of Napiston, E7, and Monster of Nox. So yeah, I think I only have 3 out of 9. I'm gonna put this here because I haven't played it. Oh, man, I wish I had the time, man, to play it, but sometimes you just don't have, you know. And these games are not short games, you know. It's RPGs, man. You gotta invest time into it. Chrysalis, I didn't play this. I didn't even know. Phantasy Star, I didn't play. I didn't play the second one as well. I didn't play the third. I didn't play the fourth. I actually played Portable 2. I played Portable 2, and I played Phantasy Star. One in the Steam. I forgot which Phantasy Star that one is. Phantasy Star Online 2. Right, I played that, and I played Portable 2. This one I did for the PSP. And when I played this one on the PSP, it feels kind of like clunky to me. Like the attacks kind of feel weird. Like you don't really feel like you're attacking the enemies. And I was just not very invested in it, the Portable 2. But when I played Online 2, that was really good. But since it updates, and I have a last gen, like I forgot what gen is my motherboard is, I can't play it. The game can't play on my motherboard because it needs something from the new motherboard to actually play it. And well, I've been locked out, and I can't even play the previous version of the Phantasy Star Online 2 because it needs me to be able to run the latest version of it. So it's kind of sucked. But since latest, I'm gonna put this in C tier. It was just like, you know, like it is, man. It is what it is. Phantasy Star was not, for me, it was not that good before it reached the online one, the online 2 one. That was good. All right, so I guess that's about it for the tier list. There's so much that I haven't played just because I like the reason of it. Like I didn't have the console. I didn't buy it. Like Chrono Cross is, I have it, but I haven't played it. Phantom Brave, I'm not into it. And this guy had 2, 3, 4, 5. I just don't want to grind any Nipponichi games. Dragon Quest, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here on my PC. I just have not been able to play it yet, no, so it's just a matter of time. I actually have 8 as well. I don't have 9, 10, 11 because those are new ones. Dragon's Crown is I'm not in favor of its gameplay. I rather much played one in the PSP one, Grand Story. I rather much play that than Dragon's Crown. Dragon Guard, I'm not very much invested into the story for Dragon Guard 1, 2, 3, or Nier. I'm not a fan of those games, so I'm not going to be playing them. And this one on the NDS as well. This is dungeon crawler game, so I don't think I'll be playing this. And then this is just like fucking Fire Emblem. You know, it's made by the same guy who made Fire Emblem, so I'll just play Fire Emblem. Yeah, literally Fire Emblem. I'm gonna be playing the ones I've said. You know, I'm gonna play 7, 6, and 8, and 9 as well. Hopefully, if I can get it, I'll play 10. Final Fantasy 10. Like I didn't get it because I haven't played it because my PS2 at the time didn't fucking want to play it for fucking reason. I don't know, but I think I have it in my PC now. I have the ISO, so you know. I might play it again with time. I need to get Grandia 1, 2, and 3. I didn't know that. I thought it was supposed to be an action RPG, but I think I was thinking of Shining Force Exa. I really should get Grandia 1, 2, and 3. I am Setsuna. I've seen a playthrough of it, and I think I want to play it. I already played Chrono Trigger. Last Story, I don't know much. I don't even know what this game is. Last Odyssey, I didn't have a 360 to play this. Super Mario RPG. I've put it on a list. I'm gonna download it. Hopefully I'm gonna play it. I have 3 of the mother game already in here as well, so it's just a matter of time. Shin Megami Tensei's, man, fucking, I don't play any Shin Megami Tensei's. Ni no Kuni, I don't play any of that. Octopath Traveler is on my wish list, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to get it one day. Persona 1, 2, and the other 2, and 5. I don't think I'm gonna play 5. I don't really like 5. You know, 5 is like, for me, it's like it's what's the word there? The community spoiled it for me. You know, it ruins it because there's so much shit going on with Persona. You know, and Persona 5 in particular. The first and the second one is a bit too archaic for my taste, so I'm not gonna play it. Black 1, Black 2, Y, X, Y, and Sun, Moon. I'm not gonna play those Pokemons. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Pokemon above Gen 4. You know, Gen 4 the Platinum. I don't think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play that. Radiant Historia, because that's an NDS. I'm not gonna be able to play it. Radiant Stories. I'm probably gonna check it out first, see if I can. I'll play it or not. Skies of Arcadia. I might get this, but you know, again, because it has some very convincing thought to it. Because my friend said it's pretty good, so I might get it. Who knows? Star Ocean Second Story, man. I'll play this, but I still need to finish First Departure first, you know, because I played back 2018 and then my memory brick. And yeah, and then I'll probably move on because it is made by Tri-Ace. I'll probably play until the end of time because I don't know if I can actually get Last Hope and this one in PS4. Suikoden, I'll be playing the first one and the second one in the long future because I already have the game. I just need to play it. Legendia, I actually want to play Legendia. I really am because I actually like playing fighter in Tales of games because there's the spin-off, the Tales of the World one. I usually stick with fighters just because I love the throw mechanic. I just love it. I don't think I'll be playing Innocence or Hearts because I can't get it. Berseria because it's in the same time. They say it's the same timeline. It's the previous. It's a prequel to Zestiria. It's the same world, you know. But I don't think I'll be playing it, you know, because I'm already content with Cilia 2 being the last Tales game, you know, of my that I enjoy. Tales of Destiny 2, just gotta wait for it, and then. Kiseki series and Tokyo Zendu, I have this as well. I just take it again. It's gonna be on time. I'm not gonna be able to play this because and yes, Xeno Saga is probably on time as well. I need to finish Xenogear first before I play this. Xenoblades, I'm not gonna be able to play this Wii and then Switch. I'm not gonna be able. East is just again a matter of time. Chrysalis, Fantasy Star, yeah, and then the rest is just because I didn't play it. But D tier, you know, this is like. I played both of these games and I don't like it. I don't like it in one bit. This one sucks. This one sucks balls as well. C tier, I played it, but you know, it's just meh. Fantasy Star, Dragon Warrior 2 and 1 is like, yeah, okay. It's just like totally bare bones, basic, really basic RPGs, you know, because it was the first and second one. The third Final Fantasy is also meh, just because like the story is just kind of like. Compared to other Final Fantasy, it's literally just Final Fantasy 1, but with some other stuff, you know. And then the first Fire Emblem is really archaic. Thracia 776 is meh, just because like it's somewhat a bit overcomplicated for my taste, but people find it really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good game, but it's just I'm just too dumb to appreciate it. Okay. Artonelico Koganil of RCL. Played it, I finished it, and then I just don't want to play it again, just because okay, I've seen the conclusion of the story, the gameplay itself is just kind of, you know, it's just a lot of meh, you know. Even the music, there's some good music in there, but not as good as the first and the second one. B tier, I'll probably be playing this game, probably not Vagrant Story or Final Fantasy VIII, but I'll probably play this guy up, Pokemon Platinum for my playthroughs, you know, Dark Cloud 1 and 2. Dragon Quest 3, Breath of Fire 1, 2. Yeah, there's like games that I'll probably play in the future like this. Maybe not Tales of Grace F because I don't have any access to it. Okay, and then Secret of Mana. Yeah, all the games in the A tier here, I'll probably play somewhere in the near future because I've played them before and I enjoy it and I just want to play them again. And I mean, I've already played I already have a complete playthrough of Artonelica 1. So yeah. And then S tier, definitely playing them. Even if I'm not making a playthrough, I'll play them, man. Fucking, where the fuck is Suikoden 1? Did I place it here? And the A tier? That was a Suikoden 1 here, man. Where is it? Suikoden 1, where are you? Fuck, man, I'm missing the Suikoden 1. Where is it? Oh, it's probably here. It's like because I haven't played Suikoden 1. Fucking hell. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Star, Telltales. There we go. That's Suikoden 1. Right. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before I played them. And then Final Fantasy again. Pokemon Emerald. I'm still playing it. Valkyrie Profile. I'm literally doing a walkthrough. Ghost of the Sky SC. I'm literally just waiting on the art to drop for me to start playing this. I'm serious. I'm gonna play this with mods on it. I'm gonna input like voice mods, so there's gonna be voice acting, Japanese dub, and the art of the Evo one. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. And then yeah, hopefully, and then I'm gonna play third as well. Hopefully before I start third, I already bought Zero and Azure, you know. And then play those two as well, and then play all the Cold Steel and then Chrono Trigger. Man, I just get so hyped talking about JRPGs, man. I love it. Like, nothing could make me happier more than just get to play JRPGs. Actually, maybe no. Maybe eating 3 steaks, burgers, and whatnot. I'm a glutton kind of guy, you know. But again, my jams are just eating and JRPGs, animes as well. But yeah, I guess that's about it, man. My tier list for JRPGs, or at least the one that's here, you know. Hopefully, some of these are your guys' cup of tea as well. And my, yeah, that's about it from my opinion. So that's about time to wrap it up. Man, holy shit, I've been talking for like an hour and 55 minutes. Holy shit, that's a long time for me just to fucking gush about JRPGs. Well, anyway. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm the one that comment. There's Madra Vidian Kusuma, there's Nix, there's Miss Meng, Capricath, and ada Hakutsuki juga, Hakutsuki as well. So thank you, everybody. Otsukare semuanya, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. With that, I am out, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.